Woo! Yeah. I know some of y'all probably thought, man, good Lord, let me slide this seat back. This thing growling at me. What's going on? I know some of y'all probably thought, man, Street ain't coming on live today, but I'm here. I'm here running a little bit behind. I had to handle some business, but I'm here. I know some of y'all was like, man, I know she ain't stand us up. Nope, did not. No, I sure didn't. I was on the way. I had to handle some business, but I'm here now. How y'all doing? Ooh. My apologies to anybody that was waiting, that was on their lunch break, like, Street, come on, because we need you this morning. You said 11. I apologize to y'all. I was running a little bit late this morning. I had to handle some personal stuff, but I am here right now. Good morning. Hey there, how are you? You know what I mean? First things first, say good morning to me. After you say good morning to me, let me know where you viewing me from so I can shout out some of y'all's areas. That's right. On Thursday, I will be live with Just Drea. Man, I'm going to be on here live with her for her birthday live. She's going to be doing a birthday party. This Saturday, I'll be in Jonesboro, Georgia. I'll be out there in Atlanta, Georgia. I'll be your keynote speaker. So let's go ahead and put that out there. September the 10th, I'll be in, not Louisiana, but I'll be in Alabama. Just so I can put that out there. How y'all doing this morning? Talk to me nice this morning. Say good morning to me. Let me know where you're viewing me from. Let me move this up here so I can see y'all names and whatnot. What's going on, Virginia? How y'all doing? What up, Tampa, Florida? Canada is here. London, what's up with y'all? ATL, Philly is here. Man, what's going on in New York? I see Tennessee here, California. How y'all doing? Good morning. And sending nothing but love, sending nothing but positivity to each and every one of y'all. What's going on in VA? It is your favorite online motivational speaker, your favorite online personality. What up, Baltimore? What up, Myrtle Beach? What up, Baton Rouge, Louisiana? Where my Trinidadians at? Where my, my Ghana and my South Africans at? Man, come on, pull on up. Come on into the room. Brooklyn is here. What's going on? Florida, Chicago, Mississippi, Indiana, Ohio, Jersey. There go Trinidad. How y'all doing in Jamaica? How y'all doing this morning? Rock Hill, South Carolina. See you guys checking in. Big Houston, I'm about to mess it up. What's going on, Maryland? Colorado, what's up, Kansas? How y'all doing, Jonesboro? I see y'all this weekend. Arkansas, I see y'all Las Vegas. What's going on? Michigan, North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. How y'all doing? Orlando, what's good? Man, I want to say this to y'all this morning when I was thinking about what I was going to talk about on the day. I wanted to come in here because, this is a 16th day of Project Me. And I want us to stay on topic. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, we kind of got sidetracked, but we really did need that particular live to drop because there was some folk that really needed that. But I want to stay on topic and I want to be focusing on things that we deal with personally in our own day-to-day life as far as dealing with people, whether that's friends, that's family, or anybody else, So I want to go back into that real quick. Let me get you together. There you go. You have you a good morning, love. Bless your heart. You know what I'm saying? So I want to tell you guys, 1, good morning. 2, yeah, I already done blocked you, so you can, we ain't got to worry about what else you got to put up. So let's get this live going, man, this morning. I want to first, before I even start out, there we go. Now we got some folk. There we go. Belgian, thank you so much for pulling up on us on this live this morning, man. So I want to stay on topic, and I kind of want to stay on things that we deal with on a regular basis, on a day-to-day. You understand me? So it's like things that we have to deal with all the time. And so with that being said, well, let me go ahead and get you. There you go, sweetie. Y'all on the road this morning. Y'all can't even, maybe I need to text Ronnie. Tell Ronnie to jump on in here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, something. But listen, let me put this out here to you. Right? At the end of the day, when you're doing something in your life and you know that you're doing what you need to do and that's going to be best for you, I want you to stay focused on that. All right. I really and truly do, because as I was going through my notes and I was trying to decide on what it was that I was going to talk about today, because I've been trying to select things that we deal with on a personal level every single day. And one of the things that I want to put out there is this right here. You cannot afford to respond the way that you used to. OK. And because I say that casually, in a lot of the videos that we own, I always talk about how it's power in your response. And I never really go into detail with it. I just keep telling you it's power in your response. Don't text back. It's power in your response. Don't call them. Don't go over there. Don't knock on no doors. But this morning, I kind of want to dig a little bit deeper into the reason of why I keep telling y'all not to respond to everything and to everybody. Now I want to dig deeper so you can get a deeper understanding of how much power that it really have. You got to understand that some folk wake up every single day, and when they wake up, their one goal in life is to get up under your skin. Their one goal in life is to keep you stuck, to keep you stagnant, to keep you right there in that same place in life that you have been your whole entire life. Some folk want you to be the person that they told other folk that you were. Hello, somebody pick your phone up, because somebody say, yeah, somebody right now talk about, girl, if you don't get out of my life, if you don't get out of my relationship, if you don't, how in the world you know that my family been trying to do that to me? How in the world that you know that that's the problem that I'm having with my friends? How in the world you know that that's the thing that I've been dealing with on this job? How in the world you know that that's what I've been going through every single Sunday? I go into church every Wednesday at Bible study, every Saturday that I have to go to choir rehearsal. This is what I'm dealing with. You got to understand that some folk don't want to see you do well in life simply because of the things that they have already spoken about you to other folk in private. Hello, somebody. They already know, man, if she start blowing up, it's a problem. If she start growing, it's a problem. If she start healing, it's a problem. If she really become a better version of herself, then it's going to become a problem. Why? Because now I'm going to have to go back and I'm going to have to face these folks that I've already spoke so negatively about her to. I done told all these folks how she was a liar, she was a cheater, she was a manipulator, she was a user, she was an abuser, she's do this and she do that. And every single time that I say something about this individual, you know what? She don't never say nothing. She don't never say nothing. She just keep going. She just keep going. And for some reason, she just keep winning. She just keep winning. How do you keep winning the way that you keep winning? How do you keep leveling up? How do you keep going forward in life? Want me to tell you why? Because you ain't got to say certain things to certain folk. Understand that? Hello, somebody. I'm about to bring it home for you. You ain't got to say certain things to certain folks. The people that know, they already know. Folk that know you and know the type of person that you are, know what it is that, you know what I'm saying, your makeup, know your character. They know how you come around. They know the feeling that they get in your presence. Oh, baby, understand that they already know. And it ain't nothing that another person can come into their life and say concerning you that they gonna bite. Understand that they gonna let it be known, oh, I don't know that side of them. I don't know that version of them. They never been that type of person around me. Hello, somebody. You do got some solid folk that's on your team that even when you're not around, they gonna defend you. You got some folks on your team that even when somebody out and they trying to make a complete mockery of you, understand there's some folk that's out there that'll let it be known, oh yeah, I ain't never seen that person like that. I ain't never seen that person speak like that. I've never seen that type of that person act that way. So I'm not really understanding of what it is that you're trying to say. But then on the other hand, you're going to also have some folk, hello, somebody, let's just be real about it. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's put it out there, because see, some of y'all get distracted by this. It's the reason why we're talking about it this morning. Some of y'all get up out of y'all position concerning stuff like this right here. Some of y'all get out of alignment of your goal and the things that you're trying to accomplish in your life, because you find your time over there trying to defend your character, trying to defend the person that you truly are. And what I need for you to understand is it's going to be some folk that really know, those that know you, those that support you, those that love you, those that you've shared space with, and you already know how you come. Oh, they're going to step to the plate. They're going to let it be known, oh, I don't play about them. Yeah. You can talk about him, but you won't talk about him in my presence. You can do this and you can do it, but you won't do that around me. Because guess what? When it come down to them, just like vice versa, oh baby, that thing go boomerang. They gonna take care of me like I'm gonna take care of them. I'm gonna protect them like the same way that they'll protect me. You got some folk like that, but then you got some other folk. Understand me. Understand this now. You're gonna have some other folk that's over there. They gonna be waiting to hear something negative about you. They gonna be waiting to hear something that's bad or demeaning about you. They gonna be waiting to slander your name. They gonna be waiting to belittle you. They to be waiting for that opportunity to do what? Say, I told you so. I told you that that's how they act. I told you that that's how they speak. I told you that that's how they move. I told you that that's the type of person that you was dealing with. And that's the reason why I tell y'all all the time, you have got to be careful about your response, because when you start your self-love journey, when you start focusing on yourself, when you start focusing on your development, baby, if you want to piss some folk off, hello, come on, talk to me nice. Yeah. If you want to piss some folk off, if you want to put some folk in their bag, if you really want to see how some folk move, hold on, let me mute her block her real quick. Bless your heart. Yeah, you go have the day that you deserve, sweetie. Yeah. Because you ain't gonna tell me how to deliver my life. That's what you're not gonna do. Yeah, that y'all better learn. You're gonna learn today. What you're not gonna do is tell me how to talk, the volume to talk in, or none of that. Yeah. You gonna learn the hard way. Block party. Yeah. You'll go. Yeah. I ain't playing with you. What you gotta understand understand, though, is there's some folks out here right now that they'll go outside of their way to try to get that I told you so. It's some folk that are so jealous of you, that are so manipulative, that are so, you know what I'm saying, envious of you and everything that you got going on, even though you ain't never did them nothing, even though you ain't never broke their heart, even though you ain't never spoke negatively about them, even though you willing to give them the shirt off their back, even though that you're willing to go through hell and hot water to make sure that they're okay, to make sure that they're always thriving in life. You got to understand that it's going to be some folk out there that no matter what you do, no matter how you move, no matter how good you are to them, sis, don't you throw your phone when I say this. I just want you to say ouch and send a gift, because this the truth. Some folk you can bend over so far back that you can let the back of your head touch the back of your leg. Understand? And they will still find something negative to say about you. They will still find something wrong with you. They will still find something to come up with to say about you. And the only reason why they do that is because some folk are just so intimidated. They're so jealous. They're so envious of you. And the truth of the matter is, if you really want to piss folk off, some of those type of folk, all you got to do is pick you. Yeah. They ain't really even, some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Some of y'all right here talking about, she talking to me. That's my story. I deal with that with my family. That's my story. She ain't lying. I deal with that every day at work. I come in here and I help everybody in the building. I give everybody in this building whatever they need from me. Go outside my way. I come in earlier than everybody else. I stay later than everybody else. If it's an issue on the job, I'm the person that'll jump in and I'll help them out, do whatever I can do. But every chance that they get, they want to throw me up under the bus. Every chance that they get, they want to make it seem as though I'm the problem, I'm the this and I'm the that. No matter how much I do this, understand that some folk, you got that's that jealousy, baby. That's that jealousy. That's that envy. You got to understand that some folks are just jealous of you. Some folks are just envious of you. Some folk don't deserve your goodness. They don't deserve your grace. They don't deserve nothing from you. You ain't got no business pouring into them. You ain't got no business, because what? If you don't pour into them, understand you ain't doing nothing but throwing your pearl to the swine at that moment. Because guess what? That won't be reciprocated. And in this season of our life, one of the things that we got to understand is what? I'm no longer pouring into cups that's not pouring back into me. Hello, put that in your notes. I can't afford to pour into you. Hello, somebody, what you doing? I'm watching where I pour. Hello, that's right, because everybody won't be able to receive me. Everybody won't understand me. Everybody won't understand where it is that I'm coming from. And the reason being that some of y'all are dedicated to not trying to understand. Some of y'all are dedicated to being my haters. Some of y'all are dedicated to being the people that slander me. Some of y'all are dedicated to the drama, dedicated to the chaos, dedicated to being dysfunctional. That's the only way that you know how to live. That's what you became accustomed to. You don't know nothing other than that, so I can't expect anything different from you. Who you are is exactly who you showed me that you were. Yeah, friends say, oh, baby, this the one. Yeah. Let me down real quick. Double tap on that screen. Yeah. Who you are, you exactly who you showed me that you are. You exactly who you showed me you are. That's right. Yeah. That's who you are right there, baby. You got to understand that in some situations in life, it ain't so much as you said something, you done something, you went outside of your way to try to be disrespectful. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Stop sitting over there questioning yourself. Stop sitting in the mirror asking yourself, what is it that I'm doing? How is it that I'm moving that's making folks treat me this way, making folks speak to me this way, this, that, and the third? Understand that sometimes it ain't got nothing to do with anything that you've said, anything that you've done. You irritate certain folk because of the things that you're doing in your own life. All you got to do is pick you. They trying to figure out how you picking yourself. How you picking yourself? Yeah. That's so selfish of you. How you picking yourself? How the only person you're concerned about right now is yourself? How selfish of you. How is it that the only time that you're willing to go outside of your way right now is if it got something to do with you? How dare you? You're so selfish. You're all about yourself. You're so this and you're so that. And I want you to understand that if you gotta be selfish in this season, be selfish. Who are you? Selfish. That's what I'm doing right now in this season of my life. Understand this. I'm picking me. I'm waking up and I'm choosing me. I'm putting me first. I'm making sure that I water me. I'm making sure that I nourish me. I'm making sure that I take the time out to make sure that I make positive deposits inside of my own life. I'm being the person to myself that I've been to other folk for so many years. That's right. I'm not loving nobody before I learn how to love me. I'm not giving to nobody until I'm completely full. I'm not bending over backwards. I'm not walking over no coals. I'm not jumping through no fire rings. Understand that if it ain't got nothing to do with me, I'm stepping up and I'm stepping out of folk way. Hello, somebody. I'm getting up out of folk way. I'm going to let you live exactly how you want to live. If that's what you want to do with your time, then have at it. If that's how you want to live your life, then have at it. If you want to throw it all away and you want to do that, then have at it. Why? Because it ain't my job to come over there and save you. It's not my job to continuously put myself on the back burner. It's not my job to continue to put myself in second place. It's not my job to continuously be the runner up. It's not my job to be the void filler. It's not my job to be your something to do when you get bored. It's not my job to be the person that you run to when everybody else then turned their back, when everybody else then walked away, when those things don't pan out the way that you wanted them to pan out, when you don't get what you thought that you was gonna get, honey, and you done left me already because you thought you had found your best thing since sliced bread, when you thought that you went over there and the grass was greener, when you thought that you had this and you had it in the bag and you don't need me no more. Understand, yeah. Ain't no coming back, baby. Ain't no reverse on that. I want you to understand you're gonna have to stand 10 toes to the ground with it. Some folk have an issue with you, not because you done them anything, not because you said anything, not because of anything that you have did. Understand that it is not you. It's not you. It's the fact that you're manning up, you're womaning up, you're stepping up to the plate, and you're speaking up for yourself, and that bothers them. Yeah. People want you to love everybody but yourself. Folk want you to pour into everybody but yourself. Folk want you to make sacrifices for everybody but yourself. Everybody is, they've normalized that. Oh, you got to be a giver. You got to be a giver. You got to be a giver. You got to make sure that you give. You got to make sure that you do. You got to do this. You got to do that when it got something to do with everybody else. But try loving yourself and see the flack that you get in return. So wake up one day and decide that I'm only going to focus on me. Wake up one day and say, you know what? I deserve this. Wake up one day and say, you know what? I got to get back in the game because I've been sleeping on myself. If you know for a fact that you've been sleeping on you for a minute now, if you know that you ain't been giving yourself the best of you, if you know that you ain't been treating you the way that you're supposed to be treating yourself right now, understand, do me a favor, say ouch and send a gift. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Talk to me nice this morning. Come on, let's go. Let's go. How you showing up for yourself? How you treating yourself? Or do you know that you deserve these things? Say ouch, send a gift. Come on. Yeah. Because see, some of us can't even say no without feeling bad about it. Some of us can't even say no without having some type of regret. Some of us, we so weak at it that if we say no, even after we say no, an hour or two later, we'll get up and go ahead and do it. Yeah, we'll say no a whole entire week. But when it come down to it, then here we are over there doing exactly what we said we wasn't going to do. Over there giving exactly what we said we wasn't going to give. Over there making sacrifice after we done already said that we wasn't doing it. But we go over there and do it because what? Because of the good heart that we have, because of the fact that we feel like we got this obligation, we got this false sense of responsibility. We over there feeling guilty. We feeling like we let other folk down. We felt like we're not coming through for them. We feel like, oh yeah, well I can do it. Ain't really like I'm doing nothing. I want you to understand that the moment that you say no and you go over there saying yes and then you start doing it, then now you're showing that those people that you ain't got to be consistent with me. You ain't got to hold up your part of the bargain with me. Understand that that's right. I'm not consistent with myself. I can say no, and it's one thing to change your mind because sometimes we can change our mind, but y'all know the situations that I'm talking about. When I'm talking about the undeserving folk, I'm talking about the ungrateful folk, I'm talking about the unappreciative, I'm talking about the people that have already shown that they don't appreciate the things that we do. So why in the world do we continue to give them more of what they already don't appreciate? Why do we keep making sacrifices for people that already don't appreciate the sacrifices that we've been making? Why do we keep coming through for these folks that already don't appreciate the way that we come through for these folk? You got to get to a place in your life where you understand that there's power in your response. I don't care how angry they get, it's still no. I don't care how much they cry, it's still no. I don't care what it is that they say that they're going to go through, it's still going to be no. The answer is still going to be what the answer is, and that's going to be no. I'm not helping nobody that's not helping themselves. I'm not coming through for nobody that's not trying to come through for themselves. I'm not bending over backwards for nobody that's not bending over backwards for themselves. If you're not trying to work on you, then guess what? You won't be worked on. Understand that? Yeah. Call it whatever you want. I'm going to leave you right there where I met you at. Yeah. I'm gonna leave you right on over there where I met you at. Oh, yeah, you think you mad now? Oh, baby, wait till you find out that these days I'm waking up picking me. I hope y'all put that in your notes. I hope y'all you want to piss a person off, start focusing on yourself. You ain't even gotta say nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing. None of that. If you want to really make an individual mad, all you gotta do is work on you. Folk can't stand that. All you gotta do is make yourself a priority in your life. Oh, yeah, you will see friends start to change. You will see family members start to change. You will see church folks start to change. You will see people on your job start to change. Start making yourself a priority. Start bossing up in your own life. I dare you. All you got to do is, you ain't got to worry about getting no get back on nobody. You ain't got to worry about having your lick back. You ain't got to worry about none of that. All you got to do is get up. All you got to do is wipe your face. All you got to do is wake up and realize that you still got some skin in this game. All you got to do is wake up and understand you still got a dog in the fight. All you got to wake up and do is just pick me. Baby, I'm picking me. This is Project Me right now. I want you to understand that I ain't got nothing to give a soul. Understand everything that I got, I need this here. Everything that I'm working on is to rebuild this right here. Everything that I'm doing in my life is about my self-esteem. It's about my confidence. It's about my mental health. Oh, baby, I'm making this a priority. For so many years of my life, I've given and I've done and I've done and I've done and I've done. And in return, I've come back empty-handed every single time. I've come back brokenhearted. Talk to me nice. I'm coming back brokenhearted. I'm coming back empty-handed. I'm coming back and I have nothing in return. I'm coming back and I hear the slander. I'm coming back and I hear how I let folk down. I'm coming back and all I hear is this and all I hear is that. Now I'm at a place in my life right now where, baby, I'm letting whoever think whatever, feel whatever, as long as they do it over there. See, you can say whatever you want to say, but you're going to have to say it over there. Understand that. See, some folk going to be so mad at you that once they understand what's going on, some folk going to be so angry with you, baby. Hear me with your heart real quick. Hear me with your heart. Some folk gonna be so angry with you in the development that you about to go through, baby, because all you got to do is wake up and pick yourself. The moment that you make yourself a priority in your life and say, you know what, I'm no longer going outside of my way for other folk. I'm no longer bending over backwards for other folk. I don't care how angry they might get. I don't care what they is that they over there whispering about. Don't care to be involved in the conversation. Don't need the juice. Don't need the tea. Don't need the lemonade. Don't even need their Kool-Aid. I'm good over here. Understand that I'm drinking water and minding my business. Understand, I don't need no parts of nothing. Understand that because what I'm focusing on me, I'm rebuilding me, I'm reprogramming me, I'm getting me into position. I got some things in my own life that I gotta work on. I got my own glass house over here. I got my own front door that I need to sweep around. The moment that you start shutting down negative conversations, the moment that you start being mindful of the things that you allow to hit your spirit, hello somebody, I told you we was going somewhere with it. I want you to understand that the moment that you start watching the things that you allow to hit your spirit, oh baby, yeah, that's when the problem gonna come in right there. Folk don't like that there. Yeah, you won't let me talk negatively about nobody around you. Oh yeah, they gonna get in their feelings about that. Well, you used to do it, baby. I don't care what I did back in my yesteryears. Don't care what I did in my yesteryears. Don't care what I went through in my yesteryears. Don't care how I might have carried on in my yesteryears, but that ain't going on right now. I want to talk about right now. Hello, somebody. Put right now in the comments. Right now. We're going to talk about the me right now. You ain't got to take me back into my past, because I lived, I was there. I know exactly what it was that I was saying. I know exactly what it was that I was doing. I know exactly how I was living my life. I'm talking about right now. Hello, somebody, right now. You ain't got access to me right now, and that's what the problem is. You're not engaging in those type of conversations with me right now, and that's what the problem is. Right now, you know you can't do certain things around me, and that's what the problem is right now. We ain't talking about yesteryears. We're not talking about one time at band camp stories. We're not talking about going back to 2 and 3 and 4 years ago. Matter of fact, with me, baby, we can't even go back a month ago. What I want you to understand is that whatever decisions that I'm making in my life right now, I want you to understand that I'm holding everybody accountable. That's right. Yeah. I'm holding folks accountable for the things that they do. I'm holding folks accountable for the things that they say. I'm holding folks accountable for the way that they move. Understand that right now in my life, you're gonna have to show me something. Hello, somebody. You're gonna have to show me something, because that access, baby, that access is denied. That's right. It ain't that you don't rock with me. It's that you can't rock with me. It's not that you don't be around me. It's that you can't be around me. It's not that you ain't talk to me or you can't call me. It's that you can't call me. You can't talk to me. You're not in a position to do so. You You don't have access to do so. You can't just roll up on me like you used to. You can't just call my phone like you used to. You can't just email me like you used to. Why? Because there's certain things that I'm just not responding to anymore. I can't afford to respond the way that I used to. Yeah. Come on. If that's you, say ouch and send a gift. If I'm in your house right now, running up and down your hallway, go ahead and send me some love right now. If I'm standing up over your relationship right now, go ahead and send me some love. If you know for a fact that you've been dealing with this on this job, see, the job situation is be a little bit funny. See, somebody done told me already, they said, I come to work every day. And when I come to work every day, they always find some type of reason why they want me to go to the office. Everything that I do, it becomes a problem. Everybody got something to say about me and what I do. How am I supposed to handle that? Oh, baby, you ain't supposed to handle it. You're not even supposed to respond. You're not even supposed to give them the reaction. That's how you handle that. Some folk, you just can't even react to the foolishness that they got going on. Sometimes you just got to get quiet. Sometimes you got to walk into that job atmosphere and understand this. I came here to get paid. I came here to do a service. I came here to do a job. So when I walk onto the floor, I don't have no conversations for y'all. I don't want to go back and forth with y'all. When I come into this job and I go on my lunch break, I don't want nobody tapping on my window. I don't want nobody tiptoe on over to my car. What? I got my motivational speaking on. I got my ministry on. That's what I'm listening to. I'm making positive deposits in my life. That's right. And by me not saying nothing to none of y'all, not interacting with none of y'all, then that right there, that's going to keep me out of the mess. That's going to keep me out of the drama. That's going to keep me out of the chaos that y'all got going on over there already. Oh, baby, you can't say that I said anything because I wasn't there. You can't say that I was around to co-sign the story because I wasn't there. Understand, you got to be mindful of the things, the conversations that you allow to hit your ear. You got to be mindful of the folk that you actually sit around. Understand that, because see, when they say birds of a feather flock together, what they're talking about is like-minded folk. Hello, somebody. Yeah, the messy folk always find their way around each other, whether they gonna get together and be messy or they gonna be messy towards each other. Hello, somebody. That's a note for somebody. Yeah. See, the messy folk gonna always, they gonna always find a way. Either the messy folk gonna get together and they gonna create drama together, or the messy folk, what they gonna do is they gonna create individual drama just so that they can go back and forth with each other. You gotta be careful of the conversations that you engage in. Note number one, be careful of the conversations that you engage in. Every conversation ain't your conversation. Everything that's being talked about ain't meant for you to join in. Hello, somebody. And some of y'all struggle with that. So when I was over there trying to think about what I was going to say about the response, I was like, you know what? I always tell them is power in their response. Now let me do a video to kind of break down why. Because of this right here. A lot of the things that you go through in your life is because of the folk that you engage in conversations with. Some folk want to have a conversation with you just to see where your head at, just to see where your mind at, and then they'll take that same exact conversation and they'll twist and turn it to be whatever they want it to be. And then before you know it, here come the drama, here come the chaos. Here come all the extraness. You got to watch the conversations that you engage in. If that's not what you want to do with your life, if you don't have nothing to say about it, then get on through. That ain't my conversation. I don't know nothing about them folk. I don't want to know nothing about them folk. Don't bring me that juice over here. I don't need that in my life. I'm so focused on me and my development and my own issues, the things that I got going on in my life. I ain't got room to talk about nobody. I ain't got room to down nobody. I ain't got room to belittle nobody. I ain't got room to judge nobody. I can't say nothing about nobody else when I'm over here waking up every single day and I'm barely making it myself. I can't talk about another soul when I'm over here already by myself and I'm making it every single day with a face full of tears. I ain't got no room to judge nobody, to speak negatively about nobody. I ain't got no room to be over here talking about nobody's relationship or situationship or communicationship or whatever type of ship that they on, because I got enough going on in my own life. I'm busy working on me. I'm busy working on my own business, baby. That's right. You got to watch the conversations that you have, that you engage in with other folk, because every conversation shouldn't be your conversation. Baby, if you're not talking about growth, we can't talk. If you ain't talking about elevation, we can't talk. If you ain't talking about motivation, I don't want to hear it. If you ain't talking about inspiration, I don't want to hear it. I'm at a place in my life right now where I only want to talk about things that are going to be intellectual. I want intellectual conversations. I want conversations about substance. How can you feed me spiritually, mentally, emotionally? How can you, how can you help me and me help you? How can you pour into me and I pour into you? Now, some of y'all got watch the conversations. Watch the conversations. That's right. I'm gonna watch the conversations. I'm not sitting around talking with everybody. Everybody won't understand what it is that I'm coming from. And some folk out here, they y'all just won't get it. Your drama been all you done known your whole entire life. And your friends say ouch and send a gift. That's right. Sometimes folk act like that. They don't know what you did. When you start saying stuff like I don't want to be involved in no drama, they get offended. What you mean? You think I'm full of drama? And do because every time you come over here you got somebody else's name in your mouth. Every time you come over here you got somebody else's business in your mouth. Every single time you come over here you got all the juice, you got all the tea. You the only one that know everything about everybody. Those are the main folk that you need to stay away from. I'm staying away from anybody that always got something negative to say about anybody else. Every single time I'm getting right on away from them. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not sitting with them. I'm not hanging out with them. I'm not smiling and grinning up in everybody's face. That ain't gonna be me. I want you to understand the first thing that you got to do is you got to be mindful of the conversations. When them vibrations is off, when them conversations is off, when you find out that they talking about other folk, then you're two fingers. Oh, baby, I'm going to get on up out of here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and head out. Oh, yeah, this ain't my conversation. Oh, yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with me. You better learn how to put your two fingers in the air. Hello, somebody. I'm leaving expeditiously. I'm getting up out of there the fast way. I got enough going on in my own life that I ain't even in a position to be sitting over there discussing what nobody else is doing or how they moving. That ain't my job. Not my circus, not my clowns. I want no dealings with it. Understand? That's the first thing. The second thing that I want to talk about right now when I'm talking about the power of response is because I want you to understand that some folk will see you growing. They will see you evolving. They will see you becoming a better version of yourself. And guess what? They want to come and they want to test your gangster. Yeah, come on, let me down. Some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Send me some love. Yeah, y'all got some folk that want to test you every single day. They see that you're growing. They see that you're evolving. They see that you're making a conscious effort in your life to become a better person. And they go outside of their way to challenge you on every hand. Everything that you say, everything that you do, it got to be an argument. You got to go back and forth about it. These people, yeah. See, I see the love coming through. I see y'all blessing me up. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, I am Mara. I see y'all, yeah, because y'all already know that's the truth. It's the truth whether we gonna accept it or not, but it's the truth. It's the truth whether we gonna accept it or not. A lot of times we be in these situations. It ain't nothing that you said. It's nothing that you've done at all. It's just a simple fact of when people start to see you grow, when people start to see you elevate in life, when people start to see you coming up out of that younger years where you was out there doing the absolute most, when folks start to see you starting to do better with your life, then they automatically get intimidated because they know in that moment that guess what? My time with that individual is running low. I thought I was going to have you in my life for the rest of my life, and I see now the way that you're growing, the way that you're evolving, the way that you're healing in life. I'm seeing now that you don't even call me the way that you used to. You don't even text me the way that you used to. You don't even reach out to me the way that you used to. Being you used to kick it every weekend. We used to kick it every Thursday. We used to go to what is it, Taco Tuesday. We used to do Wing Wednesday. We used to do all these different things together. Now I barely hear from you. And guess what? Now they gonna get in their feelings. They gonna, yeah. They not gonna call you and ask you how you doing. They not gonna call you and see, oh yeah, you had something come up. Why is it that I haven't heard from you? They not finna do none of that. They gonna just say this right here. Oh, you're moving funny. Love me down. I see you. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Jay Chantel. Thank you. Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Friends say, oh my God, I'm going through it. Come on. Yeah. So you got to understand that some folk ain't worried about you. They just worried about how you gonna come through for them. Some folk ain't worried about the drama, the chaos that you got to deal with on your regular basis. They just worried about, are you still gonna be able to come through for me? Some folk ain't worried about you being down bad. They don't care about the walls that you sliding down. They don't care about your face full of tears. They don't care how hard you got to struggle every single day just to get yourself in position. They don't care that sometimes you're so tired that you can't even stand up out of the bed. You got to roll out of the bed. Sometimes they don't even understand that. They don't inquire about that. They're not concerned about that. The only thing that they are concerned about is, will you be able to do for me? Will you be able to come through for me? Will you be able to provide for me? That's the only thing that they're worried about. They'll never ask you about you. They'll never ask you, are you okay? They will never ask you, do you need anything? They don't want to have that that conversation. They don't want to talk about that. All they want to know is, yeah. I know you say you're tired, but do that mean you ain't going to be able to do what I asked you to do? I know you say you're going through a lot. Do that mean that you ain't going to be able to do what you told me that you was going to be able to do? I know you say you was feeling bad, but I still need you to slide. And then the moment that you're not able to do what they want you to do, or provide what they want you to provide, or give what they had wanted you to give, then all of a sudden you're going to see that whole entire relationship that you had with them. You're about to see that change. Understand, some folk are only loyal to you as long as they need you. And as soon as the need is no longer in place, then guess what? That loyalty left with that. Say ouch. Yeah. Say ouch. Say ouch. You might as well. Some folks are only loyal to the need of you. It ain't you. It's the need of you. So when you start healing in life, when you start growing in life, when you start elevating in life, when you start focusing on your self journey, when you get to that place in your life where you're removing certain things from you so that you can become a better person, I want you to understand that that's the reason why they go outside of their way so hard to try to distract you. That's the reason why they go outside of their way so hard to try to discourage you. That's the reason why they go outside of their way so hard to speak negatively about you on every hand, to try to get you out of that position so that you can stay right there, right where they need you at. Oh yeah, I can't afford for you to grow. Hello, somebody go get your phone. Go get your phone. Go pick your phone up, sis. Go get your phone. Thank you, Gina, for that crown. Go get your phone, sis. Yeah. See that? I can't afford for you to grow. I can't afford for some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I can't afford for you to grow. See, you in that relationship right now, and they already done told you. You always want to listen to the motivational speakers. You always want to sign up for a seminar. You always want to go somewhere and do a conference. You always want to be in them empowerment groups. This is what you think that you gonna do. Everything that you want to do is one of them. One of them, they got something negative to say about every single thing that you're doing to better yourself, to strengthen your mental health. They want to say something negative about it on every hand, even though it's not costing them a thing, even though you're not taking anything away from them. This is all work that you're doing on yourself. It bothers them. It baffles them. It gets up under their skin. It ruffles their feathers. They feel a certain type of way about it. And I want you to understand that your response to them is going to mean everything. And the reason why they feel the way that they feel about you is because they know that once you start growing, once you start evolving, once you start working on yourself and your self-development, they already know, oh yeah, I ain't gonna be able to talk to them the way that I used to. Yeah. I'm about to tell you what to put in your notes. Hold on. I ain't gonna be able to talk to him the way that I used to talk to him. Let me down real quick. Yeah, we almost at 200K on those likes. Go ahead and double tap on that screen. Yeah. Some of y'all gonna get it and some of y'all won't. Some of y'all will catch it when you're halfway down the road, but no worries. Understand that. Yeah. I can't talk to them the way that I used to talk to them. I can't go to them the way that I used to go to them. I can't just, do this and do that the way that I used to be able to do in their life. Let me tell you why. Because they're not that individual anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're not that individual no more. Now when I go around them, I gotta watch what I say. Now when I go around them, I gotta watch my conversations. Now when I go around them, I gotta watch my energy. Why? Because there's something about them. They pick up on everything. Now when I come around, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's kind of awkward. Guess what? It's not. It's awkward for them, not you. It's awkward for them, not you. It's awkward for them, not you. That's the reason why some of them walk out of your life. You over there thinking that it's you. You over there questioning your development. You over there questioning, are you doing the right thing? You over there questioning, oh yeah, well, what's going on right here? It seems like I'm so isolated now. It's like I'm so by myself and I just feel so alone sometimes, Street. And what am I supposed to do about that? You're supposed to keep going. That's what you're supposed to do. Hello, somebody talk to me nice. I just gave you the answer to the question. Oh yeah, I feel so isolated. I feel like I'm by myself. And it's people that I've been around and I've been around them for years, and it's just like, their presence now, it irritates me. I really just don't even want to be around them. It's like they're talking about things that I don't even want to hear. The conversations that they're having, it doesn't have any substance in it, and it's just like I'm just wasting my time. And even when I talk myself into going to these functions that they're throwing, and even when I talk myself into going over to their houses for dinner and whatnot, it's just like I'm so uncomfortable. It's like I got this spirit of conviction all over me, like I really just don't want to be there. And I'm sitting in that corner and I'm asking myself, why did you even show up? Hey, Yeah. That's the spirit of conviction. You're absolutely right. Because see, at the end of the day, you ain't got no business talking yourself into going nowhere. If you don't want to go, then don't go. If it ain't for you, then it just won't be for you. Stop trying to make yourself fit into every situation. Everybody ain't for you, and you shouldn't be for everybody. When you start to grow in life, you got to understand there's going to be some folk that you thought that you would be with till the end of time that they just won't be able to be with you no more. Understand that it ain't no beef, it ain't no drama, nothing like that. It's all about boundaries. The things that you do in your life and how your stuff is aligned is just not what I want for my life, and that's okay. Understand that it's okay. You and I, we're not on the same page. You and I are not going on the same course. I'm choosing to do this while you choosing to do that. It doesn't make me any less of a person. Don't make you any less of a person. Live your life how you want to live it, and I'm gonna live mine how I decide to live mine. Stop trying to force yourself back into those situations just so that you can go back over there and then complain about why you feel how you feel. It's self-inflicted. That's why you ain't had no business there. At the end of the day, what happens is our response to them belittling us, our response to them saying we're moving different, our response to them saying that we're acting funny is we try to take ourselves back to being the person that we was before we started growing. We started to try to go back over there and sit in those uncomfortable settings just so we can satisfy them. We go over there and try to attend the functions so it don't look like we're going outside of our way trying to be bougie or trying to be stuck up or like we're doing something extra or whatnot. So what we do is we backpedal on it. That's what I'm telling you about your response. You got to change the way that you respond. Baby, if you want me to come around, you're going to have to do a little bit different. If you want me to come around, you're going to have to be talking about something a little bit different. I'm not interested in nobody else's business. I'm not interested in sitting over here and wasting my time. I'm at a place in my life right now where I understand that my time is more valuable than my money. Hello, somebody. Talk to me nice. You got to be in your 40s like me to understand that, baby. I'm 44. Understand, my time is more valuable than my money. See, I can go out here and I can make some more money, but my time I won't be able to get back. Hello, somebody. If you understand what I'm talking about, then come on and talk to me nice, baby. I ain't got time to play with a soul. If you all out of play, talk to me nice, baby. I'm all out of play. I ain't got time to back and forth with nobody. I ain't got time to be playing with nobody. I ain't got time to be out here doing the most with nobody. I ain't got time, baby. My time is winding down, and the rest of the life that I do have, I want you to understand that I am going to enjoy it to the fullest. I'm about to live my very best life. Understand that, and that's going to be with or without some folk. I'm going to be at peace with or without somebody. I'm going to be successful with or without you. I'm going to have joy in my life with or without you. One thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm not finna have nobody have me over here stuck, have me over here stagnant, over here, have me over here unhappy, have me over here living my life and I'm not at peace. Oh yeah, I'm not about to do it. Not about to do it. That's how I'm waving them away. Shoe fly shoe. Shoe fly shoe. That's what I'm. Shoe fly shoe. I'm not about to do it. I'm not about to do it. So when I say be careful about your response, I'm talking about the conversations. Be careful of those the conversations. When I said and second thing, the things that you sit around. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, when the old folks say you sit around the fire long enough, you will get burnt. I want you to understand something that goes both ways. Hello, somebody. That's gonna piss somebody off. Understand that goes both ways. When you sit your conversations, watch the conversations that you having with folk. Understand that. Watch the conversations that you have with folk. Yeah. Because see, some folk will take that very conversation, and y'all heard me, they'll twist and turn it. Understand that. The other part about that, they say if you sit around the fire, you'll get burnt. And I want you to understand that go in more than one way. Understand that. Understand. If you sit over there around mess, then eventually you're gonna join into the mess. If you sit over there and it's a bunch of drama, a bunch of chaos, then that's exactly what you're gonna become. A bunch of drama, a bunch of chaos. If you the type of individual that sit around a bunch of folk and all they doing is the absolute most, and eventually you're going to become curious enough to step right on over into that avenue. So you got to be careful of your surroundings. You got to be careful of the company that you keep. You shouldn't be in everybody's face. Everybody shouldn't be in yours. Hello, somebody. That's a note for somebody. One place you will not find me is where in everybody's face. I might make another video just for that. And when I post it, y'all just hit like on it, share the video. Yeah, in this season of my life, one place you won't find me is where in everybody's face. You won't find me in everybody's face. Hello, if that's you, send me some love. Send me some love. Say I'll just send a gift. Yeah. I'm not. I'm not in everybody's face. I can't tell you what they had on. I can't tell you what they had on. I can't tell you what kind of shoes they had on. I can't tell you what they was doing. I can't tell you where they was going. I'm not in everybody's face. And me not being in everybody's face also means that I'm not in everybody's business, because I'm not over there. I don't know what they doing. Don't know how they living. Don't know what they got going on. Don't know where they falling apart at. I don't know, because I'm not in everybody's face. One place you will not find me is in everybody's face, because that's where I'm not going to be. And that's just where that's going to be. I'm not in everybody's face. That's where you're not going to find me at. Let me tell you why. Because everybody shouldn't have access to you. I seen something one day and I really liked it. It said, you know what? Everybody having access to you is poor spiritual hygiene. And I looked at that post and I loved it. I loved it because I understood exactly what it was that they was trying to say. Matter of fact, I probably hollered when I heard it. You understand that? It's poor spiritual hygiene to have everybody have access to you, to allow anybody just to in and out your life, to have everybody in and out your house, everybody in and out your business, sitting amongst any and everybody. Oh baby, yeah, everybody. You shouldn't be for everybody, and everybody shouldn't be for you. Yeah, fix that. Fix that. That's not something that, you don't hold on to that. Fix that. That's something that need to be looked at. That's something that need to be taken care of. At the end of the day, you got to be careful of those things. When you start to grow in life, when you start to elevate in life, one of the things that you got to be mindful of, one of the most important things that you got to be mindful of is your response. I talk about this in every video, but I decided this morning that I wanted to go a little bit deeper in detail, because I wanted you guys to understand exactly why I do say that, because conversations that we have can be twist and turn, sitting up under the wrong type of people or around the wrong type of people. Understand that right there is not good for us either. You know what I'm saying? Allowing people to come in and out our house, sharing space with just anybody, that's not good for you spiritually. And that's the reason why we carry on that way. I'm not swinging my feet up under everybody's table. That's just not for me. I want you to understand that some folk will go outside of their way just to have a I told you so moment when it got something to do with you. And the moment that you step out of character, the moment that you step out of position, the moment that you get yourself where you are unaligned with the things that your goals and your aspirations and the things that you want to do in life, I want you to understand that in that moment, when you step out of that position, then you have just gave up your power. You just gave your power up. That's why it's so important for you to understand that my response, it's my response. That's where my power is. People know me by my response. Friends say, yeah. They know you by your response. See, it's good when everything going good in your life. Let me move this over here. You gotta understand something. Let me try to get this thing positioned for us real quick. Because I don't want the to jump on the radio. Because every time I do it, there you go. All right. The thing about it is this right here. One thing that you got to understand about people is that they're going to say things. People going to talk about you. People going to have opinions. People going to have something to say about you, good, bad, or indifferent. You will never be able to please everybody. You will never be able to make everybody happy. It's some folk in your life right now that no matter how much you've been over backwards for them, no matter how much you go through hell and high water with them, they still going to find something negative to say. And even if they don't find anything negative to say, they're going to still act as though it wasn't good enough. Then you got those folks that's going to say, well, I didn't ask you to do it. Even though they didn't called you every day this week, even though they didn't made you aware of everything that they got going on in their life, and they indirectly asked you. Yeah, because see, that's what it is. See, they won't ask you straight out to do what they want you to do, because they want to be able to throw up in your face that I didn't ask you to do that. So they feel like just because you went out to do it, but I would have never known that you needed that done had you not called me 7 days in a row. I would have never known the stress or the anxiety or the frustration that you were dealing with if you were not blowing up my phone, inquire, well, I got this going on and I just need this and I need that. That's their way of indirectly asking you to do certain things. But the moment that you go out and do it and you can handle that situation for them, and then when you don't hear from them another 4 or 5 days after you done fix whatever it was that they fixed, and you like, man, I ain't heard nothing from you ever since I did this, then that's when they're gonna throw it. Well, I didn't ask for your help. I didn't ask you to do this and I didn't ask you to do that. That's why I keep saying stop overly extending yourself. That's when I keep saying stop reaching out to folk. Just because a person come and tell you about their issues, that don't mean for you to go and fix them. That right there is for somebody that should know. Just because friends say, wow, true, say ouch and send a gift, because many of us are guilty when they come over to you and they want to tell you about all the things that they got going on in their life and the hardships that they got going on. They coming over there to share that information with you because there's something in them that feel like you can fix that for them. You can reach out for them. You can help them in some type of way, shape, or form. But what they are not going to do, they are not going to ask you for the help. What they're going to do instead of that, they're going to pour it on thick with the tears. They're going to come over there and they're going to guilt trip you into doing whatever it is that they need for you to do. And after you do it, you will get there behind to kiss. After you done did all you can do and gave up everything that you can give, then all of a sudden, yes sir, yes ma'am, all of a sudden you ain't never did nothing. You don't add up to nothing. It's I done did this by myself. I'm self-made and I can do this and I can do that. They gonna leave out all the times that you had to help, all the times you had to come through, all the times you had to save them, all the times you had to be the cushion, all the times you had to be the financial advisor, you had to be the investor, you had to be the you done played so many different roles in these folk life. They don't even know what the relationship is that you got with them. But then as soon as y'all get the point. Soon as you say something to them, then all of a sudden, well, we don't count favors over here. We don't count favors over here. We just do what needs to be done. The devil is a lie. I'm 44, as I stated before. Baby, I don't count favors, but I keep receipts, proof of purchase. I know exactly what it is that I've done in your life. I know exactly how I've came through in your life. I know exactly what the sacrifices that I've made in your life. You will not play me and you will not play with me in this season, baby. I want you to understand you won't play me and you won't play with me. Those are the two things that I will not be tolerating in this season. If you need that for a note, slap it on your paper real quick. Grab your red pen for that, sweetie. You won't play me. Understand that. Well, you won't play with me, baby. And you won't play with me. Neither one of those things. I'm not tolerating it. When I see the red flags, it's two-finger swinging. When I see that you're inconsistent, two-finger swinging. When I see that you're a manipulator, two-finger swinging. When I see that you do the absolute, two-finger swinging. I'm not negotiating my value. I'm not negotiating my peace. I'm not negotiating my sanity in no type of way, shape, or form. If I gotta be alone for a little while, then guess what, baby? I'm gonna be by myself. If I gotta tough it out a little bit, then that's exactly what I'm gonna do. If I gotta cry a little bit, then that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do whatever is necessary in order for me to grow in my life. Whatever is necessary for me to elevate in my life. Whatever is necessary for me to be able to become the person that I want to become in my life. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So ain't no need nobody tiptoeing around me thinking that whatever they said, they going to get a response from me, because you not. My old individual, I used to argue with you until my tongue hurt. This new person, you won't even get a response. My old response when folks say, oh yeah, well, I pull up, I'm standing outside on the curb and I'm already waiting on you. This new version of me, baby, you can't even get me to come out my door. The old version of me, I used to be on this social media, honey, especially on Facebook, and I would text you until my thumbs hurt. Now all you get is deleted and blocked. That's it. Baby, I want you to understand that the only thing that I'm doing in my life right now, my response is my absence. I'm introducing folk to my absence. Why? Because folk know exactly what it is that they're doing in your life. They know how they're making you feel. They know exactly how they're moving. They know exactly why you don't deal with them no more. They know exactly why they don't have access to you no more. They know exactly why you're walking away from them. It is not ghosting. It is handling myself with boundaries that come with consequences. My boundaries protect me from the BS. And that's what I'm not tolerating in this season. I'm not about to let you play with me. Not in no type of way, shape, or form. I want you to understand that I'm shutting it down. You get no response. Anybody that believed anything negative that was said about me, then you and that person, both of y'all can both go to hell expeditiously. Yeah, I meant that. I meant that. That's what. Expeditiously. The fast way. That's what I mean. You and that all of y'all can go to hell. You. That's what you can do. Anybody that believes something negative about you is because that's what they already wanted to believe. Anybody that believes something negative about you, or something that somebody is saying that is, demeaning to your character, even though you ain't never showed them that, even though you never been that person to them, and all somebody had to do is walk up to you and say that I said this or say that I done that, and you believe them right away, even though you didn't share space with me, even though you've been dealing with me, even though that I've given you not even an inkling of a reason for you to feel like I would be that type of person. If you went over there and you believe that, already knowing who I am and how I move, then guess what? At the end of the day, I'm going to tell you and that individual to both go to hell. Want me to tell you why? Because I'm not clearing up nothing. Yeah. And I'm not clearing up nothing. I'm not clearing up nothing. I'm not bringing y'all no clarity for nothing. I'm not bringing y'all no closure to nothing. I'm letting whoever think whatever. I'm letting y'all move however y'all want to move. I'm letting y'all do whatever it is that y'all want to do. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure, you won't be doing it over here. Understand that. You won't do it over here. How you hating from outside my life? Because I can't get in. Period. They got to hate from outside my life, sis. They got to hate from outside my life because they can't get in. They can't tell you about my life because they don't know. Understand that they got to hate from outside my life because they can't get in. They don't even know. They don't even know what I'm doing these days. They don't even know how I'm moving around these days. They don't even know the things that I'm doing unless, unless somebody else then told them. But baby, from me directly, they don't even know. Understand that that's how I'm moving. I'm moving in a way right now that, I want folk to understand that it is exactly what it is. I'm not backpedaling on nothing. I'm not trying to repair nothing. I'm not trying to rekindle nothing. I'm not trying to revive nothing. I'm not trying to do none of that. Understand that I don't care what the apology is, what the situation was. Once you made it up in your mind that you was about to handle yourself the way that you did, then that was going to be the end of it for me. Understand that I'm not even about to do that. It's some things that I'm doing in my life. Number one, I'm picking me. Number two, I'm nourishing me. Number three, I'm going outside of my way to make sure that I create the best version of me that I could possibly create. Number four, I'm holding myself accountable. Understand that for respecting my boundaries, for respecting my boundaries and making sure that other folk respect my boundaries as well. I'm going outside of my way for those things in this season of my life. In this season of my life, I'm not running after nobody. I'm not begging nobody. I'm not asking nobody, you know what I'm saying, to do the right thing over and over again. Oh, baby, I'm not doing that. I'm not pouring into no cups that's not pouring into me. I'm not staying connected to nobody just to have somebody. I'm not dealing with that a piece of a man or a piece of a woman is better than not having now at all. If you can't value me, if you can't respect me, then we are not going to be connected. And that's just going to be that on that. And I got to get up out of here though, but I just want to drop that video on y'all today because I know for the longest I kept saying something to y'all. I kept talking about the same thing about the power of y'all response, about responding to people saying certain things. I kept telling y'all about, responding to things that people were saying, responding to the things that people would do, you know what I'm saying? And I kept telling y'all that all of that is just ways that people do things and say things just to get you to reply back to them, just to get you to get out of your position, just to get you, you know what I'm saying, distracted from your purpose. People will go outside of their way to try to interrupt your flow of life if you are not careful. You got to be mindful of this every single day of your life. You got to wake up and you got to understand that some folk, everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody's not gonna receive you. Everybody's not gonna love you. Everybody's not gonna support you. Everybody's not gonna pour into you. And guess what? That is okay, because the people that do love you, the people that do support you will be more than enough. You got to understand that in the season that we're in life right now, less is more. Yeah, less is more. You don't even need all of that, baby. Less is more. I'm good over here. I'm good over here. I'm good over here. Less is more. You won't distract me from my purpose. You won't pull me out of position. You won't have me over there stuck and stagnant. You will not have me over there questioning myself, second guessing myself. You will not put me over there to a point in my life where you have me over there where, you know what I'm saying, you have me instilling fear into my plan, instilling fear into my brand, having me thinking that I'm not good enough or that I can't do or that I need you in order for me to survive, in order for me to feel relevant, in order for me to feel successful or complete. No. I'm not finna give nobody that type of power over my life. That's the reason why I say watch how you respond. Because if you respond the way that they want you to respond, then they win. If you give them that phone call, they win. If you reply back to that nasty text message, then they win. If you respond back negatively through that email or respond at all, then they win. If you pull up and you're knocking on the door, then they win. If you go outside of your way and you're ready to fight and you're ready to get disrespectful and you're ready to go from zero to prison, then guess what? Then they win. You got to get to a place where you control your emotions. Control your emotions so that you can think. Control your emotions so that you can react out of wisdom and not out of emotion. If the moment that they can get you to do what they want you to do, then you have lost your power. You got to understand that this right here, this is personal. This right here, this is about me. This right here is about my growth. It's about my development. It's about me standing 10 toes to the ground about who I am, what I am, and what I bring to the table. You will not make me question me. That's right. I got two brains, baby. That's this one right here, and that's also my intuition. When my intuition tell me that it's wrong, oh yeah, I'm up out of there even then. Hello, somebody. When my gut get to telling me, oh, this ain't right. When I walk into the room and it's feeling uneasy or disrespected already, some of them rooms you walk in and you feel disrespected and you ain't did nothing but walk in. Everybody looking at you crazy. Used to be my reaction is what's wrong with everybody. Now I walk into the room with my chest out. I walk into the room and I open my mouth. Now I walk into the room and I let folk know exactly what time it is. Understand that, baby. The old me you might have used to be able to bully. You used to be able to take advantage of. You used to be able to walk like a dog. The old version of me, I just wanted to be quiet because I didn't want to piss nobody off. I knew that I spoke so aggressively. I knew that I had so much passion. I knew that I had so much to say that if I got to talking, it was going to be some folk that was going to be upset. Now when I walk into the room, yeah, you better go ahead and get ready because I'm about to air it all the way out. That's what I do now. I don't even lose a bit of, I do it and go on home. Yeah, I do it and go on home. That's what I do, y'all. I do it and go right on home. And I sleep peacefully. I do it. I go home. I eat me a good old meal and y'all air it out, friend. I sure enough, we air it completely out. You hear me? I'm probably not even invited to Thanksgiving the way I carried on last Thanksgiving. Don't even worry. Somebody send me a plate. Yeah, Christmas dinner. I ain't get one of them last year neither because I showed out so bad in November that when December came in, some folk was still in their feelings because what I don't understand is how, the family, I don't understand how y'all invite some folk to the family functions when you already know they ain't got no business being in the family functions. You want to bring them to the family function even though you know that they've disrespected somebody. You already know that they've done the most in certain folks' life and you still want them to be there and make them uncomfortable even more. Oh, the devil is a lie, baby. I'm going to call it all the way out. Don't invite me because I want you to understand that elephant will be addressed if I'm there. I'm airing it all the way out. So I don't even get excited for the holidays no more because I already know what time it is. I'm going to the Golden Corral. Whatever. They make good dressing anyway. I go in there and get my dressing and get my giblet gravy and I mosey right on about my business because I'm done being cool with things that I know that I'm not cool with. I'm done playing nice just to get along. I'm done trying to get to that place where, I don't want to upset nobody or don't want to ruin the peace. I'm going to stir it up at 6 a.m. if I got to. That's right. I'm stirring it up at 6 a.m. if I got to. If I got to get it off my chest and understand that I'm coming forward at 6 a.m. if need be. I'm not about to play around with nobody. It's some things that I'm not tolerating in my life right now. And that's talking to me like you ain't got no sense. I'm not tolerating that. Belittling me in any type of way, shape, or form. I'm not tolerating that. Taking to my kindness as a weakness. I'm not tolerating that. Understand that trying to take advantage of my good heart. Oh, I'm not tolerating that. The moment that I see that you do not appreciate what it is that I bring to the table, I'm up out of there. And I don't care nothing about the casualties. I can love you beyond life. I can love you and want us the best for you, but I tell you what, disrespect me in this season, it ain't safe for you because snip, that's what I can tell you. And I don't care what the relationship is, don't care what the bond was, don't care how we done played in the sandbox together, don't care what we done did and gone through or none of that. Disrespect me and it's snip. Talk to me crazy, it's snip. Understand that I'm not playing. I'm not playing. That my absence That's my absence. They don't deal with me because they can't deal with me. They don't talk to me because they can't talk to me. They not around me because they can't be around me. Understand that these boundaries I got is serious. They are very much serious, and they all come with consequences. Do me a favor real quick. Do me a favor real quick. Let me down. Let me down. Let me down. Let me down. Your power and your response. Like, you can't control life, but you can control how you respond to it. You can't control people, but you can control how you respond to them. You can't control every situation, but you definitely can control how you respond to it. That's what you're in control of. And as long as you control your response, then you control your life. Once you get out of your feelings and start operating out of wisdom and understanding, learning that it's okay for you to step back and process what's going on before you react, you're going to save yourself from a lot of heartache. You're going to save yourself from a lot of apologies. You're going to save yourself from a lot of brokenheartedness. You're going to save yourself from a lot of misunderstanding. Oh, and I hear what you're saying. I get where you're coming from, but I'm going to step back so I can process this, because I don't want to speak and say some things that I might later regret. I don't want to overreact. I don't want to go from zero to prison. So let me just think for a second. And you utilize your time. You step back and you think about what it is that you're going to do. And whatever decision that you make from that point forward, you be willing to stand 10 toes to the ground about it, baby. If I said it, I meant it. If that's what I done, then that's what I meant to do. Ain't nothing that I'm doing in this season of my life, oh baby, ain't none of this by accident. This is all on purpose. I'm loving myself on purpose. I'm being open, being honest, being transparent with myself on purpose. Everything that I'm doing, oh baby, this right here, this is on purpose. Ain't none of this no accident. Hello, somebody. Talk to me nice real quick. If you got your confirmation this morning, send me some love. If you were motivated this morning, send me some love. If I brought it down to you so that you can understand exactly what I meant by the power of your response, go ahead and send me some love. Yeah. Because I talk about that all the time, but I've never went into detail. I want you to understand that you lose your control when you get to responding to the disrespect. When you get to start exchanging that type of negative energy for negative energy, you done lost your power. You done stepped out of position. Never been down to go to their level. Understand that when they don't understand what you're doing and how you moving and how you living, let them go ahead on about your business, baby. This is above you. Don't worry about it. This is above you. You wouldn't understand it. You wouldn't be able to get this. I understand what it is, but yeah, you're gonna have to go on over there. Exactly. You ain't got to get negative. You ain't got to get negative. You ain't got to lose your cool. You ain't got to step out of position. You ain't got to get distracted. All you got to do is step back and step away and let it be known that I am protecting me. I am protecting my peace. I am guarding my focus, because the energy that you want from me, I cannot give you. The response that you want from me, I refuse to give you. The day that you want to ruin that I have right now, I refuse to give that to you. I know you want to see me down bad. I know that you want to see me brokenhearted. I know that you want to see me stressed out. I know that you want to see me with a face full of tears. I know that you want to see me sliding down the wall. I know that you're watching my page to see if I'm posting subliminal posts. I know that you're watching my page to see if I'm over there crying or to see if I'm over there being negative. But the truth of the matter is, I'm feeling myself so much with joy and so much with peace and so much with understanding. I'm being the person to myself that I've been to everybody for so many years. I'm over there making myself a priority. I'm over there making myself my own MVP. I'm over there being that person to me. I'm making positive deposits in my life, so much so now that I can't even stoop down to your level. I can't even get down there and give you what you want from me. Oh baby, yeah, because it just ain't me no more. Understand that you used to get a arousal out of me. You used to take me to that level. You used to make me be able to trip, but baby, I'm stepping up over all of that stuff now. I'm walking away from that stuff now. It's power in my response. And as long as I don't respond to you, yes, sir. Some people just don't deserve a response. As long as I don't respond to you, I'm protecting my peace. As long as I don't respond to you, then I'm protecting my sanity. Because all I got to do is give you that one response, and I know that. As soon as I do it, then here you come with 1,000 more messages. As soon as I do it, then here you come with all the emails. As soon as I do that, as soon as I respond to you the way that you want me to, then I can see you calling and blowing my phone up. See, that's the reason. Yeah. See, some folk just do what they do in your life because they want you to respond, because they already know the power of your response. Stop giving up your power. Stop giving up your power. You got to understand, saying less in this season right here is saying more. By you simply not saying anything at all. By you simply choosing you. Baby, I'm waking up and I'm picking me. I'm waking up and I'm focusing on me. I'm waking up and I'm being my own star player. It's nothing in this world that I can't give to me. Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because there's no love like self-love, and you first got to love yourself way before you able to love anybody else. It is your favorite online motivational speaker and life coach. It's your girl, Street Poet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to each and every one of you that sent me a gift through this live, man. I appreciate that more than you even know. Every single person that double tapped on the screen, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. I see we already at 400K on those likes. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and staying a while. Those of you that have been commenting and sending everything, man, I appreciate you guys so much. But I'm about to get up out of here. But before I go, if you want to send me something, go ahead and do so. If you have not signed up for my Patreon, make sure you go ahead and do so. The link is in my bio right there on my main TikTok page. Look down where it says Street Poet, Linktree Street Poet. Signed up for my Patreon. It's $10 a month. It's a mental support group, a mental health support group that I created, and I'm there live every single Thursday. Bring your questions, bring your comments, bring your testimonies, things that you want to share with the group. Come on live with me, explain to them what it is that you want to say, so that way they can give you some positive feedback, some constructive criticism, because I might not always have the answers. That's the reason why we have the support group, so that way somebody in the group may be going through what you're going through, and y'all can use each other to build on, because that's what we need. It's going to take all of us to win. We are all that we got, and we're going to be working together in that support group, doing everything from our vision boards to our weekly meetings, man. Everywhere that I go and I speak, you guys get front row seatings and all of that. So make sure you get signed up for my Patreon. The link is right there in my bio. September the 10th, I'm in Alabama. Dallas from the 26th to the 29th, I'm out there. Atlanta, Georgia, I'm there this Saturday on the 20th. Charleston, South Carolina, September the 3rd. Man, I'm coming to your city. If I don't name your city, they haven't reached out to me, but I'm back on the road, man. I'm starting back this month. I'm getting back out there. I took 2 months off to kind of rest up and deal with family, but now I'm back on the road. So I will see you guys in one of these areas, man. I love you guys so much. September the 10th, get y'all tickets. All of the flyers are up on my Instagram right now. I love you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. Sign up for my Patreon. Make sure y'all go and do that, though. Make sure y'all go and sign up for my Patreon. I love you guys. Enjoy your day.